from the past, to make sure you're learning from mistakes that you did last. Send me a letter when you're done, evaluating what your short life has become.
Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Poppy and I create lifestyle videos every single week. On this channel we will create anything from routine videos to what I eat in a day videos, or any kind of video really that just helps you to cultivate a happy or successful life. And on that note, I am so excited for today's video because I am bringing you some bullet journal ideas, and I am absolutely obsessed with journaling. I feel like it makes me my most productive, most successful and just happiest self when I am journaling constantly. So in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you 3 journal exercises to cultivate joy, and I am so excited. So if you can, go and grab a pen, paper, pencil, felt tip, anything you have, so that you can journal along with me, because these have really been life-changing for me and I really encourage you to do this with me and we can have some fun. So without further ado, let's get into the journaling. Now, before we actually get into the journaling, I just wanted to quickly mention the new addition of my desk, which was kindly given to me by my boyfriend's brother Luke, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a beaded framed picture and it's just the pop of colour that I needed for my desk, so I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much, Luke. Now without further ado, let's get into the journaling. Firstly, for our current situation, the purpose of this is to look at where we're currently spending our time and what our average day looks like. So to do this, first of all, I'm going to write down what I do every single week and every single day, so literally where my time is spent. So I'm just going to quickly go in with some colour and I'm just going to very roughly colour in a little piece of this paper just to make it a little bit more appealing to me, but again, this isn't something you need to do. And then here I'm going to write weekly. So these are the weekly tasks I have, and then I'm going to have daily, weekdays and daily weekends, because sometimes my daily tasks, for instance my day job, isn't something that I do on the weekends, but it is something I do daily on the weekdays. Fab. And then I'm just going to write in here my current situation. Now unfortunately I'm not one of those people who's able to do the amazing lettering, so you're going to have to bear with me whilst I do a messy version of a bullet journal. Okay, so I'm going to start with my weekly tasks. So for me, my weekly tasks are groceries. I also tend to do my finances weekly as well, even if that's just kind of reviewing them. It's something I'm keen on doing at the moment. Tidy the house, so obviously I clean as I go and tidy as I go, but I do a good kind of deep tidy every week. And then I'd say YouTube. By YouTube I mean filming and editing. And then daily weekdays, well, we've got work. Daily weekends. On the weekends, I'd say that's when I have a really good deep clean. And I'd say on both the weekends and the weekdays is usually where I fit in my family time, so I'm going to put that in there too. Family chats. TV, do that on the weekends and the weekdays at the moment, which isn't great. That is pretty much it, I think, so we're going to leave it at there. If I think of anything else, I will add it in. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is to draw a really large circle. I'm going to go in with my pen, just very roughly. Draw a shape of a circle. I'm just going to quickly erase the pencil here. Okay, so this circle is going to be used to actually visualize our life. So we've already written down the things we do weekly, the things we do daily on the weekdays, the things we do daily on the weekends. Now what we're going to do is, this is going to be a pie chart of our week and how we spend our time. So for this, I'm going to say that, so I'm going to group mine together. I've got groceries, finances and stuff like that. I'm going to put that under adulting, and then I'm going to leave work under work, and then we'll see where we go from there. So firstly, I'm going to do a really large section for work, because I have a 9-to-5 day job. And then I'm going to put probably a good section at the moment into adulting. And that's just because I have recently moved, so a lot of my things recently are trying to look at my finances, you know, just doing a lot of groceries, tidying, cleaning. I've got a bigger place, so it takes more time. Then I'm going to go in, add in the other things. So I'm going to put, I'd say, TV. Again, that's quite a large triangle, because at the moment I feel like I'm procrastinating so much with watching reality TV. And then let's see, what else have we got? So again, I'm just referring to my lists and putting them here with how I think they fit into my week. And I just think it's a really easy way to do this step first before you just go straight into the pie chart. Unless you're extremely organized, you've got everything together and you know exactly where your time spent, which, you know, kudos to you if you know that. What else have we got? YouTube. I put quite a lot of time into YouTube recently, and that's not necessarily always filming. Sometimes it's literally just checking things constantly because I'm so excited about a video's progress, or if I'm watching other people's videos as well, other creators that I'm really interested in. I also use YouTube to learn things as well, so yeah, it's a place I really spend a lot of my time. And then I'm gonna put a little tiny little thing here for exercising. In terms of how many hours I spend on work, I'd probably say this is family at the moment. I do kind of want to make more of an effort to kind of actually have family days out or quizzes again, so that's something on there. And I'm going to call it Project H. And then we've got another one that I'm working on at the moment. And I'm literally going based on my last week. So the week before, this would have looked completely different. So I think it's a really good weekly exercise to do. Or you can do it on a larger scale and put monthly tasks, weekly, and then daily. But this is what I'm doing for now. So then I'm going to put my second project here that I'm working on, which I really don't spend much time on at the moment. And I'm going to put CH. And then I'm going to say, this is probably, I'd say, phone time. / procrastination. I do a lot of that. Okay, so I think we have a pretty good view of what our current week looks like. So this is going to take us on to the next exercise, which is cultivating joy. Okay, so I'm going to refer back now to my other page where I was writing down my current situation. Get a new page if you want, but I'm not about wasting paper, so I am going to try and use this. So what I'm going to do here again is just put a little bit of colour on the page. Again, definitely not needed, but just something that I'm playing with at the moment. So this next exercise is all about cultivating joy. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're firstly going to look at what already brings us joy. So I'm just going to write in here, cultivating joy. Things that bring me joy at the moment, and they can be really little things or really big things. So I am literally gonna put fresh coffee. Something I've been doing in the mornings recently is brewing fresh coffee, and it honestly is just such a treat. It's something I look forward to in the morning when I wake up before work. And then I'm gonna put movies. So where we saw earlier on in the pie chart that I did that I watched a lot of reality TV, actually something I've really been enjoying is watching a movie, and I think I've only actually made time to do that once. Speaking to family. Speaking or spending time with family. Being social. Not really one for my own company. I'm just going to refer to this list now, and we're going to go back to our pie chart as well. Now I want to use this list to see where in my day do I already have the opportunity, or what in my day do I already do that ticks off some of these boxes. So for instance, I know that fresh coffee is something I always do before work, so I'm actually going to put that before work. It's kind of like a starting work routine. Make fresh coffee. So I'm just going to take that off because I know that's something that's already incorporated into my week. And then movies. So that's something I suppose that would come into TV. Again, something I don't really make too much time for. It's more reality TV that goes on here at the moment. Being social. Being social would come under family. And it would also come actually under work. I have quite a sociable job. I'm on a lot of calls, a lot of meetings, but it's the opportunity to be social. So yeah, it's just a really good way to really make you think about actually that some of the things that you do in your day already brings a lot of joy. So what I'm going to do is to signify taking some time away from something and replacing it with something that makes me happy, I'm just going to take a little bit of time away from this visually by colouring in some blue time, and this is a time I'm taking away from this current thing on my agenda. So if I took some time away from TV, in fact let's just half that because I'm not really into watching TV that much. So if I took some time away from that, and if I watched half as much TV as I do in the evenings or on the weekends at the moment, then I would be able to fit some time in. And then in another colour I'm going to put here, I'd be able to fit some time in to work on my projects. Fab. Taking a lunch break outside. Took lunch outside, so I could start going for a walk at lunchtime, even if it's just 15 minutes. So I'm not going to take time away from this as such. I'm going to add this in here because I'm not taking time away, I'm just utilising the time I already have for this. Let's see, so I'm going to tick that off. Exercising. So I'd like to do a little bit more exercising if I'm honest, and to be honest I feel like I'm actually going to add some time here by just getting up a little bit earlier. At the moment I'm getting up at 8 AM, so I'm going to say wake up to go for a run at 7 AM. Okay, so I feel like now we have a really strong visual representation of what our ideal life would look like, so our ideal week in life. And we have the things that already bring us joy. So we have the things on our agenda, the things within our agenda that already bring us joy, the things we'd like to do less of, the things we'd like to incorporate more of, and it's just a really good way to visualize how you want your week to look. So one of my favorite quotes is, "A plan is a what and a schedule is a when." So we have our plan on paper now. We have it visually on paper. We can see what our plan is, what we would plan our ideal week to look like. So that's our what. And then to have a when, we actually need a schedule as well. So we need to make sure that we schedule these things in until it becomes a habit. And obviously these things aren't habit, otherwise we wouldn't need to do this exercise to see what's missing and what we need to bring more joy into our life. So to schedule, I really love using Google Calendar, and that's literally how I schedule my whole life. That's how I go by my days. But in saying that, I also like to write a daily journal. So that's going to be the third and final exercise that we're going to do, is how we schedule this in by writing a daily journal every morning. And all you need for this is literally 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, that's all you need whilst you're having a drink in the morning, whilst you're drinking your water, your coffee, your tea, anything you're doing in the morning. All you need is 5 to 10 minutes, a notebook and a pen to be able to do this next exercise. So I'm gonna write here, so it would be daily intention. And obviously, me being me, I'm gonna put a little bit of colour behind it. Something I like to start my daily intentions with is literally an affirmation. The easiest way to think of one of these, don't spend 20 minutes literally. Go on Pinterest and find one. It's the quickest exercise. I am thankful for all that I have and all I will accomplish today. It's the motivation I need to get me through. So next I'm gonna put, and this is the important part, and this is where it all kind of aligns. So next I'm going to put my intentions. So I like to kind of categorize them into different areas. So I like to keep my work intentions with my kind of personal ones as well. But for the purpose of this, we're just gonna go ahead and write our intentions. So our intentions are, gonna put work, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna refer back to the pie chart and what are things that I actually wanted to include in work. Well, I know being social is something that already happens, making fresh coffee is something that already happens, but I wanted to go on a walk outside, so I'm gonna put here, go for a walk at lunch. So you can kind of see how it happens, and then as you go through the day, something I like to do rather than tick them off, again this is just my preference, is to highlight them as you go. So when you've completed something, highlight it and you know it's something you've done. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know I did. I had so much fun. Hopefully you're able to journal along with me. If not, then don't worry, and thank you so much for making it this far and for watching. Hopefully you got something out of this too. So this is something that I think I'm going to be doing a lot of on my channel, is doing lots of different journal prompts. I've got some for resilience coming up, some for productivity, some for success. So definitely make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss those and you can journal along with me next time. So thank you so much for watching, everybody, and please give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, as it really helps to support my channel, and hopefully I will see you in the comments. Bye!